Okay, are we good? Okay. I think we're doing good. Okay, go ahead and put you over here. Okay. I think we're good. Alrighty then. Okay, I think we're good. Hello there, everybody. This is FF14 here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. The last time that we saw each other is that we were here in this place. And it looks like that we're gonna go ahead and go inside this place over here. And we're in Korthus, which is very cold. Luckily for us, we are dressed for the occasion. I really cannot say if Alpha Node is indeed dressed for the occasion, due to the fact is that, yeah, he is definitely very lightly dressed for the occasion. Now she on the other hand, yeah, she might not, I guess, in a way, she might be dressed for the occasion, but, yeah, it's very cold, lady, so I'm hoping that you do not get, frostburn or anything, because that would really suck. Alpha mode, right now, you're a prick. for not extremely, and I mean really, extremely scrutinizing every coin that comes into your order. Like, say, like, where did it come from? Even though he said that it was, that he says it was scrutinized, but did he himself scrutinize every coin that comes into the order? Okay, but anyways, let's go. Good to see you, Mario. I was starting to wonder if you had second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards. And he attempts interrogation of Eline Rolay and Ulda, even as they speak. I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetherite. After you, Scion. And yes, an Icehart will not escape my wrath. And I'm the warrior. And I'm the warrior of light. There, it is ready. Ha, it worked, I think. Try attuning to the Aetherite now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Okay, let us go, Amara. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. And if by the grace of the 12 you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Okay. Ready to do some damage. With my sword, I'll freaking slice anyone up like the ice cubes. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may be attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. And if she succeeds, you have little choice but to go face to face with Shiva in battle. Knowing this title of saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice. So I encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may even have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Lord Mayna's experiments. But others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak to the knight. He believes he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. Okay, we're good. Dang it, there we go. Are we good? Yes, we are. Alright, we're good. Alright, Temple Knight. Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces unprecedented threat. Yet, in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Mora White Tea, warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, yours to wield in service of the greater cause. May alone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Okay, let's go. Let's beat the crap out of this lady. Okay, we're good. Okay, so... Alright. Man, darn season allergies. Okay. Okay, so we need to head back to... Let's head back to Limsa. I gotta see how well my stuff has been selling in the shop. Let's see. Let's head on over to you. Okay, let's see what we have here in the shop. Come on, please give me something good. I put a lot of stuff in there. Nice! Okay, great. Fudge, yeah, 51 grand. Oops. $51 grand, baby. Fudge, yeah. Alright, how's Cat Shiva doing? 1,900, that's still good. Keep up the good work, you two. I'm gonna put more stuff in the shop later. Okay. Nice sword you got there, man. Okay, let's see. Alright, while I wait, let's go check out my crafting log. I need to catch up on it. Let's see, did I do any of you? Okay. Alright, so steel rivets. Okay. Okay. Okay, steel rivets. So let's see. I'm gonna have to get. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you. In case I need to make more. Okay. Okay, what else? Okay. Okay, I can definitely make you right now. Siltstone. Okay, siltstone, and I don't need that much, so let's go for 10. There we go. Okay. Okay, am I good? Steel mortar. Okay, what in the world do I need for a steel mortar? Okay, steel mortar. Okay, I can do that. Okay. Alright, sure I can. Okay, while I wait up on the raiding party, let's go ahead and start crafting. Head to my blacksmith. Okay, we're gonna need that one. Yes. Oh, shnikes. Okay. Why now? Okay, we got. Okay, where is it? Where's my. Okay, where's my samurai suit? There it is. Okay, crime eating man. Okay, I think we're good. Thankfully, I changed in time. Alright, we can at least... No, I need that mortar. Okay, it looks like we got a mentor. We got mentors here, everyone. You know that meme. Alright, let's pet him. There we go. Hug. There we go. Bro hug. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's rock. Okay. Hey there.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
Nope.
A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Nope, many tried.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Okay. Alright. Yo, okay. Okay, gotta take a picture for the thumbnail for the stream. Hey there. There. There we go. All right. Okay, let's do some damage. Okay, I think we're doing good. Okay, get in the middle. Oops. Oops, no, darn it. There we go. Come on. Okay, maybe zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay, what do I do? Okay, get rid of the ice soldiers. Okay. Oops. Okay, AoE time. There we go. Uh-oh. You stay still. You stay still. Let's rock! Okay, let's go! Come on, y'all! Big damage! Okay. Let's go! Well, okay, I missed that. Okay, we're good. Use this for just in case. I'm frozen. There we go. Ooh, no. Yes. Okay, that was awesome. GG, y'all. Okay, player combinations can go to the healer. I also received a player combination. Sweet, which means I did awesome DPS. That's what you get for summoning a primal.
Blind bloody fool.
You dare call me a fool?
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause.
Technically, it's not. Maybe it's true, but it is not. You went too crazy.
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers.
Maybe true?
They are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why.
That makes sense, yeah.
Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth.
Man, definitely going deep in this philosophy, huh? Your guy can pet my new mount. That'll be awesome, huh?
We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift.
I won't.
Hear, feel, think.
Heidelin says that all the time.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome.
Why you look so sad, mister?
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased.
And I'll be pleased too.
How unfortunate.
Unfortunate that I will be pleased too? Yeah. Alright, we're back. By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that? Are you? Dravanians skilled with glamours after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just I've never heard a primal being summoned like that before. Are you certain you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, see? No? Fair enough. I was only asking. The road less traveled. If you ask me again about mulling over implications of your story in the freezing cold, let us save it for the rising suns. Let's meet everyone there. But before that, you had to best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alpha now. He's probably worried sick about you. Or that he's playing at politics with the Ish Guardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you do not have any headache, do you? Blurred vision? No? No reason. See you again. Okay. Let's follow. If sorry, I should have let you attack them first. I guess it's all good. Okay. Let's see. Checking out my currency at 401. That is awesome. Alpha now, how's it going, buddy? And there he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there any ever doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I speak for us when I say I should have nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you'd be so kind. That we were too late to prevent the summoning. But we were there, we kicked butt. But no, not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration, and for which we have more to thank. Yes, you're right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could have not wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. And there has been a matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. What it takes, days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillamont, is the caravan ready? Supplies that your men have recovered has been prepared for transport, according with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that, I have no doubt. I take it that these self-same supplies the heretics stole from House Fortemp's caravan? Less the crystals which compromised the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of which that was promised. A meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Of an unrelated note, tomorrow I may trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience. 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was not distressed when he learned that you intend to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took a half a dozen knights to restrain him. I am told. Ah, Lord Honchafont. Ah. Man, Lord Honchafont, the best kind of brother any warrior could ever have. Alright, Lord Honchafont, I'm here. Hey, what's that, Lord Honchafont? What were you thinking, Mara? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient for a warning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat by the fury. Mara, 'tis the stuff of ballads. Battle for the ages. Would I have been there to fight by your side? Yet I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at what fate of a dear friend for a very little eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that's what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wishes to have words with you and Master Alpha now in private, and he awaits us in the intercessory. And believe me, I am always about going into the intercessory. I'm possibly gonna name my new mount that. I'm gonna name my new mount Intercessory. Greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once. Yes, please.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Man, I want to have armor like yours.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task.
Yeah, that's
From
true.
what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Yeah, that's true. You're fighting a primal, especially when no one has any kind of experience fighting a primal. You're right. Your knights would have been dead, or perhaps even worse.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense.
Definitely. That is definitely. Man, okay. There we go. I'm screenshotting that and posting it on my Twitter. The people who makes this game actually watch a Star Trek to know what the Prime Directive is. And that's what the Prime Directive is. The Holy See must have had its own Prime Directive. Jeez, okay.
All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment.
Yeah, because she's not strong enough.
Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now.
Yeah, Ishgard has never seen a primal before. And you're lucky that you never have. Otherwise, possibly, Garuda would have marched on your gates.
And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll.
Yeah, supply the primal slayers.
The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
Fudge, yeah, we do.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
Yeah, that's right. We're not just Ishgard only.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard's-Oma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
Makes sense.
Of course. You sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies.
Ah, yeah, that makes
Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Oh, genuine political tactician move. To carry favor in Revenant's, the Ishgard would carry favor into Revenant's Toll. If it were to carry too much favor in Revenant's Toll, then Revenant's Toll could possibly belong to Ishgard as a second line of defense against the Dravanians or the Empire. Great.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is?
Rags to riches. He did not come from good stock as in high-class people, but knowing that he earned his way up.
Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs.
But yeah.
You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
Okay, that definitely makes sense. Use Revenant's Toll as a buffer, so the Empire doesn't get in.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
Sarcasm much?
To you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget. One born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance.
Yeah, they have been at war for so long that the people have become war-weary.
Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders.
Okay, so that's why. The leadership did not want to part anything. So it is up to the lower leaders, which are the nobles, to fill in the spot of the higher-ups. What's the old saying? When one of us bleeds, we all bleed. But in this case, it's if one of us bleeds, and then the bleeding would just be transported to another person. And let that person carry the burden, instead of sharing it.
But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light.
Okay.
Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Makes sense.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart.
Fudge, yeah.
I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Okay. Hey, baby. How's it going?
Lucia, at your service. Pray
Lucia.
excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
Okay.
Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
Yeah, and F the Empire up.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Yeah, makes sense.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you.
Okay, so basically what he is saying is that she may have been born in Eorzea. So that means is that she did not come from Ishgardian birth. That if she were to become from Ishgard, which would make her accessible to having corruption and stuff from taking bribes and stuff. But I can only assume that Ishgard may have had laws saying that it is illegal for outsiders to take Ishgardian bribes.
Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem.
But
The
yeah.
results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Fudge, yeah. F. Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Fudge, yeah. Okay. Alphanaud. For one reason to celebrate, Alphanaud looks rather grim. Oh! My steel pickaxe, my high quality steel pickaxe was up for sale in Gridania Markets. Has been sold for 9,500 units. Gil. Sweet! Moreover, there's grave ramifications of word spreads of this incident it reaches imperial ears. The Guardian Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Now imagine then, if it became known that not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could do well to find ourselves facing a combined might of all Garlemald. I speak unadvisedly, Morrow. It is better that we continue the conversation on Mardana. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our money. Okay, where's the summoning bell? There it is. AK withdraw, no. Okay, you. Okay, withdraw Gil, 9,500 bucks. Fudge, yeah. Okay, how's everything? Everything's okay. Ooh, nice mount. I would love to get that mount. Okay. Minphilia.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole.
I don't know what hale and whole means, but I know that I'm a whole man.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Yep.
Master Louisoix's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
Attacked like one.
It can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
She has a lot of ether inside of her, I can only suspect.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it.
Yeah, if it's the same reading as Ifrit, then yeah, it's a primal.
Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Makes sense, we slew primals left and right.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
I hope you're not gonna fight Ramu again.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think.
That's Heidelin, yeah.
Heidelin speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Yeah.
Midgard Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end.
A big freaking dragon.
Wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so.
Fudge, yeah.
Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Level 110 weapon. No, I'm good. I mean to scour the annals of knowledge of Midgard Somar. Given his great age, I dare say he appears more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? Okay, did I sell anything else? No, it's all good. Alpha Note, how's it going, buddy? Oh, I mean, not buddy. Prick. Oh, 'tis well you are here on hand. We have a problem. Royale has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial. Apparently, the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain with the 2 guards. To his place, she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Royale quitting the city via the gates of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She made for Castrum Meridium. I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea good as sealed, what recourse do we have to flee her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are high on Royale's heels. Make haste for Camp Blue Fog. Alright, Camp Blue Fog. Okay, that is a Zetalin. Okay. Hi there, Ilbert and SOB. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here, and they have royally walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through, and you did not mishear. We have Ralbon's decision to keep the matter secret. And thanks to that, bad for morale, he said. As the result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. So are we. Royale must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridium. Ah, good to see this place again. It's all good. Hey there, Ilbert. Yeah, sure. This wretch was with Royale. He threw himself at us, and his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down. Not even when she started screaming. No loyalty to her even to her own. Gosh darn harpy. With me, Scion. We almost have her. Mister, I should be telling you what to do. Alright, I want Aorely alive. Hey, come on. Okay, good. Another one down. Yeah, get rid of that healer. Here you go, now gotta get rid of you. Okay, good. Yes. Alright. Let's see. You really? You Sagittarius? You will make a poor excuse of a Sagittarius. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on, people. Let's pose some Sagittariuses. They had this coming for a long time now. Okay, come on. Okay, good. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on, pwn these Sagittariuses. I'm sorry if anyone in the chat is a Sagittarius, but I do not mean... Oh, please do not take anything I say in offense. It's just that these Imperial motherfuckers are Sagittariuses. And we need to make an example of them. That they are not the right kind of Sagittarius that we want to have around. Binder, and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see how fallen so low. What would you know how low? You spoiled little lordling? who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it is your God's given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-born Ishgardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. Ugh. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an episode of One Piece where the nobles, I think in the kingdom of, in One Piece in the kingdom of Goa, they torched, the, low class area. And it really made some people in the Goa kingdom in One Piece really ashamed to be a noble. Because of actions like that. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, and even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagine me a paragon when I joined the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you are the only person who has suffered. In case you forgot, Ralbon himself was born into poverty. As was I. We have lived hand to mouth with little more than a shirts in our backs. Hunger was a constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt with and played it to the best of our ability. Life is a battle. Aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on chin and came up more. Everything we have fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we were both born mercenaries of lowly birth. 'Tis true that we are both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life taught me one thing, it's that you've never betray your own. I would sooner cut my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You'll return to Ul'dah to face justice and the people whose trust you dragged in through the gutter. Yeah, but that's what happens for having a society based on the worth of a person based on coin. And that's sad, really. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sort of business has finally come to an end. Our friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Ralbon chose his.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Ralbon. There is no telling what the brute might do.
Man, Ralbon is smart. He's a general for a reason.
Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
What is up, you crazy motherfudger? Man, you definitely give a bad name to people who wear a mustache.
Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Yep, he's definitely gonna give a mustache-wearing people a bad name. Okay, let us cling together. Captain Ilberd and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of our miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to the General Raban, and shall that be the end of it? Your work here is done, my friend, but I have a task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Mephilia of all that has happened. And I am aware that Antecedent held Rolay in high regard. For better or worse, she will know how this tale ends. Alright. Alright, I better be serious that we didn't send the wrong person to jail. Because if so, I would definitely kill Ilberd. Okay.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say.
It was out of desperate time. It was out of desperate.
Together with Robon, Eline lent us much needed aid at the time of our order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor...
Get your dang lazy butt. Make them stand up. That's right, Epic. Make those motherfudgers stand up.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auricite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to auricite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Asian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Asian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Asians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
How are you doing today, FF?
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white auricite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
That won't work.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the auricite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Leafinger hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Yep, she is definitely a Twitch tier 5. Yesterday's stream she was a tier 4, but now I know for sure she is indeed a tier 5 Orangier simp. Alright, Moon, or whoever you are, lady, please pay your Orangier here, your Twitch subscription.
Word arrived from the Charlian motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident of the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
That sucks.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God.
Jeez.
We must pray that my dear friend Kryle regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Okay. Okay, what's going on, man?
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
The monetarists.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me.
Okay.
By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't, it's like, the Imperials did not even need to worry about Ishgard due to the fact that Ishgard is worried about dragons. And as for the monetarist even knows that, that there is no trade with Ishgard. So they stand to no reason to make money off of Ishgard.
Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
Okay.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve.
Yeah, Ralbon, get ticked off.
I know you can hear me, monetarist scum! Your crimes will
not go unpunished! Until you have purged this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
What? GM Ralbon! Nanimos, Charizard, and Pikachu.
Of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill, Taleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees.
What, yeah?
The monetarists
Let me
are
know.
united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs.
Jeez, that sucks. Okay, kind of reminds me of the Ferengi, but even the Ferengi from Star Trek does not go that far.
Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the syndicate?
Nope.
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right.
But knowing that she can't do a thing.
If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve.
That's not good.
In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the immortal flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the immortal flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few.
Jeez. I really do guess that the people who makes this game really do watch Star Trek.
The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
Yeah.
My
She
friend,
smirked. Yeah.
it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Yeah.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way.
Okay, so basically what she is saying is that if she were to dissolve the monarchy, then the class system would the class system, the monetarist, yeah, the royalist and the monetarist would just dissolve as well. The monarchy is the central pillar of that society. And if the monarchy were to go, I mean, that would be pretty crazy because then that would be no system of government until one is built.
When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be.
Yep. Yet without the monarchy, there would be no royalists, which would mean that the monetarists would not have anyone to fight against, which would mean that the monetarists would just do their own separate thing, I can only suspect.
Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
Okay.
Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Yeah, she truly cares for the people, but knowing that there's only so much that she can do, and her proposals were just being turned down. Okay, okay, I didn't get here. Okay. Oh man, made another 9,500 gil. That is awesome. Okay. They play on Saturdays, so I'm going to see them again. Hooray for outdoor concerts. F yeah for outdoor concerts. It's been a while since the last time I seen one. And also, that is indeed true, Epip, that Raoban's neck is indeed too big. But I can only imagine that he had to have a thick neck in order to support the weight of the swords and perhaps the armor that he keeps on his belt or something like that. I am eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face. Our relationship with Ishgard is still tedious at best. To think the resolution of the primal threat was the sole priority of the Science has ever done, someday I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. lest you forget and descendant, the Scion should not shoulder the burden alone. We the Crystal Braves, established for this very reason. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems, however, we all have resources. We need to address them in turn. Mora in particular is a steady hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Mister, I'm starting to question the Braves. To what we owe the pleasure. Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice to say that Telechi Adelechi and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with the ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Okay. Okay, so basically what this is that the monetarist is making their move to make the private sector of the security force, also known as Brass Blades, to be more up there than the Immortal Flames. Oh, that's similar to how if some cities are going to replace the police officers and replace them with private company security. Oh, that cannot bode well. I should make you cat ears, so those won't be in your eyes. You don't believe that's a filter, do you? It is indeed a filter, FF. Oh, jeez. Monetarist is all about making money, and one way to make money is to control the cost. Yeah, one way to make money is to control the cost. So in this case, expanding, if the monetarists were to, let's say, expand their security services, which they would be able to stand and make a profit out of. Making a profit off of the security of the country. Jeez. And I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer the support they can. If I am behest of the latest developments of the issue of effective orders, however, I cannot waste time traveling back and forth. And for us of the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless they have any objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Lunaray's research is proceeding as planned. Yeah, so she tells me, though I am not familiar with details. Urangier are poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and others are contributing in their own ways. At last, the key problem is how to form an ethereal blade at will remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is the only time. Morrow, while we focus on the task, you could assist Alphanaut and his Braves with theirs. It would do much to restore the faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Which means beat the crap out of them, if they even dare think about beating me up. Not that your response is ever in doubt, but I humbly think that thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend before my departure. as receiving Royal's latest report. He has to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret. Hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you're finished here, join me outside depending on what he has to say. Amy, do me a favor to ask. If there's any developments on our front, I shall inform you once in the usual fashion. Yes, Minfilia, you got my number. Cosmetic surgery? Man, the miracles of cosmetic surgery, man. I mean, the miracles of medical science, if it were to come to that. That's called gene splicing. Okay. What's going on here? As pleasure. Always a pleasure, Morrow. Please, you'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Actually, I have another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to report for his benefit. Right then. I've been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that were found on the way to the refugees on his way back. Happens we caught something promising. A rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer near Highbridge. No, I doubt this man could have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Bring to mind that merchant was caught an arrow while talking to Morrow Donnet. Generous fellow. He was doling out swords and spears, downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that the clients had the same mischief in mind, but if ye want to be sure, he could be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods. Savvy? Speaking like a true Leminson. Seize the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. If we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What you say, Morrow? Again with the head bobbing. Now, if you excuse me, I must make a leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Alright, let's go. Alright, you freak mother-fludging black market private, yeah. Person who's selling weapons on the black market, I'm coming for you. I have an idea. Let's help it out. There we go. Wait for her to attack. Now get it. There we go. Let's follow this person around. We're gonna help people on the way. Yeah, we're gonna help people on the way to our destination. This is not harassing. This is me helping people. There you go. She would attack. There you go. She gets the credit for the kill because she attacked first. There we go. Get her. There we go. Okay, and then we do this. There we go. Okay, I don't know. Oh well, I guess I'll stick around for a little bit. There you go. Yep, she gets the he or she gets the credit for the kill because he or she attacked first. There you go. Sent me a friend request. Sure, why not? Gotta love. Okay. Well, I might not be able to be there for my friends because I got some stuff to do. Huh. Okay. Um. Okay. Alright, Ilbird. Mora, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer. It would seem that his guests have arrived. Let's see, your pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and a commander level year. Needn't have to dispatch you hither. But powerful men may have be loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come upon and rely on you without hesitation. In which I ain't gonna kill Alpha now, if that was the case. Now that we should make our way to the burning wall, without delay, and secure those weapons. First unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Morrow. Alright, let's join in. Dang it! I missed. Can I join another one? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's why samurais are at level 50. Yeah, I forgot this is level 20 something. Did you get him? I would have loved to use my AoE. Gotta love being a samurai. There we go. Okay, we're good. Ah, down in the cave. Man, do I love to fly. What's up, Ilbird? I spy the one man, but be sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry create a distraction, my men will slip past and catch the black marketeer unawares. Once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Man, I don't need luck. I freaking slew primals. I do it all the time. Who goes there, adventurer? Damn fool? You should not have come here. Oh, really? Watch, SE, you're about to get wrecked. Get hashtag wrecked. Get hashtag wrecked, noob. There we go. Alright. Come on then, man. Man, do we love samurais. All right. I don't understand what this is all about. Yeah. All right, let's sit inside. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade. It lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Olivier will be most disappointed. Darn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. And for the clients, though, we do not know. They slipped through our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking the dusk white cell swords. We suspect maybe them. What could we have established in aid of the immortal flames or the brass blades? We are here to aid them. They are in no position to aid us. And at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking, but the information we received indicated the massive shipment is anything but. Okay, what's up, Yellbird? I would join the first and hunt the dust white cell swords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape. In the meantime, I ask to deliver these weapons to Ulda in my stead, and trust the third, Yushui, and Yu Hase, and he will take the rest. Collect the stolen goods. Stolen goods. Stolen goods are now forfeit. I'll get my griffin. I'll get my griffin and we'll pounce them. Yeah, we will. Okay. And we need to travel to, let's see. Weaver skill, goldsmith skills. We need to head to where? Steps of, let's see. Hustling strip, okay. Chambers of Rule. Okay, now where is Yu Yu Hase at? Ah. Oh, he's down in the merchant strip. About to do something really stupid. Man, darn it. Won't let me do it. Oh, there you are, mister. Okay. Okay, what in the world is going on? Yu Yu Hase, I'm here, man. Okay. Okay, is there lag in the server? Okay, I'll go ahead and try again. Okay. Now, since I now know that it's in a merchant strip. Alright, yeah, let's take a trip to the Weaver's Guild this time. Alright, let's try this out again. Okay, do I actually have the crate? Do I actually have the crate? Yeah, the confiscated crate right here. I have it. There. The Warrior of Light, ever the reliable friend of the Crystal Prince. Yeah, my deepest thanks for your assistance in Karathas. Now, what brings you here to this day? gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer. Courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Lady, are you trying to tell me something? Are you really trying to tell me something? How would you know how many weapons are supposed to be inside that box? Ryol stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood, clearly. Ryol is unfamiliar with the ways of Uldan merchants. Whoever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that this information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything worth of all. I mean, is there anything worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not seek glory in battle. I know that Willard wants to take revenge, and it will happen. You just gotta wait. When the Empire slips up, I'll be there. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, alien, for freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. I better hope that our person does not do that. Oh, Mora, a word, if it pleases ye. Not here. Look to me in the Sapphire Avenue exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't ye worry. Alright, so let's go ahead and go there. We'll just do this again. And let's see, an Ethernet to Sapphire Exchange. Now, see, those peeps got a little F-word thing. Exactly. And I'm gonna F-word them all if they're even thinking about double-crossing me. Okay, thanks for indulging me request. A few places better than the market for privacy. I'll find out all the hustle and bustle of commerce will be the most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the burning wall, when you're in the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything, leave no detail out. That's not quite how the first told it. These Dusk Whites they were chasing, latest word is that we've lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself. Not before the fighting started, and not after. Something ain't right, Mario, and I don't know what it is, but I feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, gosh darn it. I know he purchased those weapons. And if I never deciphered any moneylender's book or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactor. Of course, these days money flows like water, and the first and the third gets the shiniest new toy. Forgive me, friend. A lot of them me these days. Appreciate you lending an ear. Let's get right back to it. Yeah, something's not right. Tataru, can you hear me? This is Totoro. Your presents are urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Come and see me as soon as you're able. Alright, but first of all, let's get my cash. Let's see how much money I made. Oh, man, we got money. Nice. How much money exactly? Ooh, 9,500 bucks? Fudge, yeah. Thank you very much. And what about you, PS Gamer? Do you have any money for me? No money for me now. Yeah, when we gonna kick more A's? Oh, we're definitely gonna kick more A's tomorrow. And if any one of those mother effers in the Braves dare double cross me, I will kill them all. Okay, seriously, we slay primals. No one should dare freaking fudge with me. But anyways, everybody, I better get going. I'm hoping that you'll had a good time. Take care of yourselves, everybody.